Good morning children, welcome to Gopi Krishna online classes. Today we are here to continue the lesson sorting materials into groups. In that lesson, last we discussed about the transparent and opaque objects. Today we are going to discuss about one more important topic, that is translucent objects. Before going to translucent objects, once again revise transparent and opaque. Transparent means what children? The substances which allow to see through them. The substances which allow to see through them are called transparent objects. Understood children? For example, glass, polythene, water are the examples of transparent objects. Opaque means what children? The substances do not allow to see through them are called opaque objects. The substances which do not allow to see through them are called opaque objects. Some examples of opaque objects are wood, metal, wall, etc. These are all transparent and opaque. Now we are going to discuss about one more important topic, that is translucent. That is what children? Translucent. Children, write the definitions for transparent, opaque and translucent. About transparent and opaque, we clearly observe. After now we discuss about whether the object can see through them, cannot see through them. That means transparent or opaque. Only these two kind of object, these two kind of substance are available. Is there any another kind of substance? Yes, is there another kind of substance? Then how we can identify such kind of objects? We can clearly see through them means transparent. We cannot see through them means opaque. The middle, which we can see through them, but not clearly. So maybe that kind of objects are available or not. About that, now we are going to discuss about that. For that, for example, take one paper, take one sheet of paper. For example, this kind of paper we take it. So keep the paper opposite to the light. So now try to see through the paper the light. Understood children? Take one paper, keep the paper opposite to the light and try to see the light with your eyes. What are the observations you noted? Right there. If you to the paper, can you see or not? First, our observation is we not see through the paper the light. But next, drop 2 to 3 drops of oil on the paper. Understood children? What we did now? So we dropped 2 to 3 drops, some drops of oil on the paper and spread throughout the paper equally. Or spread half of the paper. Understood children? So what we did now? We dropped some drops of oil on the paper and we spread on the paper. Understood children? We take one paper, on the paper we drop some drops of oil and we spread throughout the paper with equally. And again keep the paper where you dropped oil on the paper opposite to the light. Understood? Up to here we drop children. Next, try to see here the position where we drop to the oil. Try to see the bulb. Observe your observations. Did you see through the paper where you spread oil or not? If you see means clearly you seen or not. So our observation is we see through the paper the light but not clearly. We see through that, but that seeing is not clearly. How like we see through the glass, like that we not see, but we can see, but not clearly. That kind of substance are called translucent. Understood children? Translucent means the substances which allow to see through them, but not clearly are called what children? Translucent substances. The substances which allow to see through them, but not clearly. But not clearly means partially is called translucent. Translucent the substances which allow to see through them, but not clearly. It allows only partially to see through them. Such kind of objects are called translucent objects. The best example for translucent object is oiled paper. It's very easy to do the activity, children. In our homework you can see that you can do that. Take one paper, just 2 to 3 drops of oil, add to them and spread it through the paper and keep opposite to the bulb. Through that we can see partially. Such kind of objects are called translucent objects. Best example, when we tested the food items, the fats or the oil present in that we rubbed with the paper. Yes or no, children? For example, when you bought something from the hotels to test how much oil present in that, we rubbed with the paper. Yes or no, children? Take that oiled paper and keep opposite to the light. Then we can easily find out. Through that we can see or not. If seen means how much we seen, either clearly or partially. How like you can see through the children? Partially only we can see through the oil paper. Such kind of objects are called translucent objects. Okay, therefore group materials. So up to now we discussed the depending upon the allowing of see through the objects are mainly divided into 3 types. What are they? Transparent, translucent and opaque. Based on these will you group the material, children? Transparent means which can allow to see clearly through that, they are called transparent. Translucent means, children, the substances which allow partially to see through them, they are called translucent objects. Opaque means, children, the substances which do not allow to see through that, they are called opaque objects. Based on these definitions, based on this knowledge, will you group the materials into 3 parts, children? Write some examples for, make one table of transparent objects, translucent and opaque objects. Yes or no, children? Yes. So, for that we will do one activity, children. We will do one activity. What the activity means? Take one torchlight. I don't know, children, torchlight. For example, it is torchlight. So keep torchlight like this on your palm and now switch on the torchlight. See in your page number 32 that diagram is there, you have to see, and we have to do in our homework, children. So take one torchlight and keep on palm and switch on the torch. And observe other side of the palm. Whether the light is appear at the other side of the hand or not. So based on this, you say it is the transparent or translucent or opaque. You can say when you switch on the torch, you can say our hand appears like that translucent object because that light is passing through the palm. That's why, but that passing is not clearly passed. But when you are doing this activity, do the activity in the dark room. If it is open room, the light is not appear on the hand. Okay, children? So when you switch on the light, a partially light is appearing on the other hand. We can say on that time the palm or the hand is acting a translucent object. Yes or no, children? Yes. Next, up to now in this lesson we discuss about the materials and grouping of materials. Yes or no, children? All materials belong to the same group? No, depending upon the different qualities, materials are divided into different groups. Yes or no, children? And also, all the materials have the same kind of solubility in water and other liquid, children? No, different substances may have different solubility levels in water or other liquids. Some of the objects are dissolved in water, some of the objects are not dissolved in water. Some of the liquids are dissolved in water, some of the liquids are not dissolved in water. Yes, sir, children? Yes. And also one more group also we made depending upon the object which can allow to see them, to see through them. They are called, the group is transparent, translucent and opaque objects. Sir, after now in this lesson you told grouping up objects. Why we need to group the objects, sir? What is the importance of grouping the objects? The importance of grouping of objects is in our daily life also it is very important. For example, in our home, see. Ask your mother how she arranged the items in our home. One kind of items are she arranged at the same place. Salt at one place, remaining eatable vegetables at one place. Like that. Why does she arrange like that? Because to identify the items very easily. She arranged the items as a group. This group belongs to this kind of items. This group here, this group here, this group here. You can see if you want salt, this is at place here. The salt, the sugar, everything is lying here. One more kind of items here is grouped like that. That arrangement make our life very easily. For our convenience to identify very easily, we need to group the items. Yes, sir, children. Went to shop. See in the shop, all kind of biscuits are arranged at one place. Chocolates at one place. Other items are plastic items are at one place. Yes, sir, children. Groceries are at one place. They kept one place for one group of items, one special group of items. Instead of that, he not arranged as a group. Biscuit, one here, one kind of biscuit, there one kind of, like that. He is keeping. When he is arranging this, it is possible to easy to identify the item, children. No, it became very confusing to us. It made very confusing to us. Yes, sir, children. If we arranged like groups. One kind of all biscuits at one place. Here all biscuits are biscuit here biscuits, here chocolate. Like that arrangement, you can clearly identify the items, and we can without any confusion, we can take that. And that will you do bias. Like in medical shop also. Have you been to medical shop, children? In medical shop also, for one kind of diseases, they kept medicines at one place. To identify that very easily. This is the importance of grouping of materials in our day-to-day life. For our convenience, to make our works very easily, it needs to group the materials. Grouping the materials. Yes, sir, children. This is the lesson, sorting of materials into groups, arrangement of materials into groups. These groups made based upon the properties of the materials. Yes, sir, children. These groups simplify the properties of material for which purpose we are using the materials. Depending upon the purpose, we can take the materials from the groups and it makes our life very convenient and easily. Yes, sir, children. This is the lesson. From this lesson to learn all the questions and the key points and definitions are very important. Okay, children. Thank you.